Hey, if you go to my website at this address, you can download a free copy of the very same Word document that I use in this video. You can watch the video, pause it, and then practice that technique right then and there. Well, anyway, it's there, it's free, and if you want to use it. Well, now let's get on with the lesson. Hello and welcome. Today we're going to learn how to make the Duo table of contents, the one you see in all the textbooks and the user manuals, the ones where you have the table of contents in brief first, and then you have a second table of contents on the next pages, contents in details. This is not as hard as it seems. There's about 5 basic steps to it. First thing we'll do is we'll insert 3 section breaks, next page. Then we'll make a fast adjustment to our margins. Step 3, we'll insert our first table of contents, the contents in brief. Step 4, we will insert our second table of contents, contents in details. And then, of course, step 5, we're going to format all that to make it look good. We'll adjust our fonts, our indents, and line spacing. Possibly, we may adjust our pages, just depends. So anyway, that's enough of me. Let's go on and get this show on the road. Alrighty, well, let's get busy. Let's see what we have here. Now this video presumes that your document has been set up, meaning all your headings and subheadings, you have used the styles box, headings 1, 2, 3. Your document is set up for your table of contents. Okay, looking at our navigation pane here, we need to count how many headings and subheadings we have. So that looks like 1, that's heading 1. Okay, those 2 heading 2s, that's heading 3, and there's 2, looks like heading 4s. There's another 3, 4. Okay, so we got 4 subheadings. We need to know this for later, it's very important. We do not need the navigation pane anymore. The tool that we will have to turn on is our paragraph markers. We have to go to Home and over by Paragraph and hit the P. We have to know where our lines are. Make no mistake, you're going to find out why in a minute. It is very important to know where your lines are. So let's see, this is our title page, scrolling down, and oh, there's the body. Okay, we got to put our pages in. Alright, not a problem, not a problem. Not the bottom paragraph marker, but the second to bottom paragraph marker on your preceding page. We're going to make room for 2 pages. We're going to insert 3 section breaks, next page. Go up to page layout. Okay, go to breaks, slide down to section breaks, next page. Click. Okay, now let's hit enter a couple times. Don't worry, we're not going to hurt our document. Okay, not the bottom P, but the second to bottom P. Same thing. Page layout, breaks, all the way down, next page, click. Okay, scrolling up, the bottom of our document, and this is going to be where I hit enter to give myself some room, because now we're going to put a section break next page right in the middle of this. Anywhere in the middle really doesn't matter. Okay, page layout, breaks, section break, next page. Now let's scroll up and see what we got. Okay, there's the bottom of our document. Here is the first page, and I'm going to type in brief, so I can keep track of which one is which. That's where our table of contents in brief is going to go. Scrolling down, this is going to be the page where our table of contents in details is going to go. Scrolling down further, there's the rest of our document completely unharmed. Alright, scrolling up. Now, we're going to make a fast margin adjustment so that we don't have a super wide table of contents across the whole page. Okay, we go up to page layout again, hit the little square, okay, click that. Now we're going to go to margins. Now this says inside and outside because this document, as you notice, is set up to be a booklet. If you have a straight document with no mirrored margins, then you're going to have left and it'll say right. Don't worry about it. Same thing. I'm going to go 2 inches for the inside or the left. I'm going to go 2 inches for the outside or the right. Be certain, either one, that this section is selected. Click OK. Now we're going to scroll down, do the same darn thing to this one too. Page layout, click the square. Going to go 2 inches on this side. We're going to go 2 inches on that side. This section is selected. OK. Excellent. Now let's scroll up. Now we're going to start putting in, we'll be step 3, putting in our first table of contents, the contents in brief. Not the first paragraph marker, but the second one. Now let's go up to References, to Table of Contents, all the way down to Insert Table of Contents. Click. Straight over to Options, up No Styles, uncheck No Styles, Yes Outline Levels, click OK. Go straight up, uncheck. We don't want hyperlinks, this is for print. Here comes the important part, Show Levels. I think you all figured this one out. 1. We only want to see our heading 1. From template, tab leaders are good, those are good. Okay, click. Now there is our contents in brief. Don't worry, it's kind of plain Jane. We'll fix that up in formatting. That's our contents in brief. Now we're going to scroll down. Now we're going to insert our second table of contents, the table of contents in details. And I'll bet half of y'all know exactly how I'm going to do this too. Okay, make sure you've got your second paragraph marker, your insertion point. Okay, go straight up to References, Table of Contents, all the way down to Insert Table of Contents, straight over to Options, No Styles, Yes Outline Levels, OK. Click. No hyperlinks. Here it comes, boys and girls. You guessed it. 4. This stuff is so easy when you know how to do it. From template, tab leaders, and all those are good. Okay, now okay. We're going to click OK. Stop what you're doing. The answer to this box is no. Word supposes that you have made changes to your original table of contents and will select your original table of contents and will ask you, do you want to replace this puppy? No, we do not want to replace number 1 table of contents, so we click no. And boom, we're scrolling up, up. It's a very lengthy manual. Up. There we see details, and there is our table of contents in details. I know it looks plain Jane. Don't worry, we're going to fix that up in formatting, which is coming up next. Okay. Now let's see about formatting these little puppies and get them to looking like what you see in the textbooks and the manuals. Word of caution. Word is going to insist that whatever formatting you use for your heading 1 up here in the brief section is going to be reflected down here in the details section, meaning heading 1 formatting, heading 2 formatting, heading 3 formatting, all is going to match. Word is insistent on it. Now watch. Okay, I'm going to select just my very first line, including the P of my heading 1. I'm going to change it to Verdana. I'm going to make it 16 points, give it some bold and italic. I'm going to right click while it's selected, go down to paragraph. I want single spacing. I want 0 line space after the line. but I'm going to bump up 18 space above the line. Now let's click OK. That looks pretty nice. Okay, this is our in brief. Now let's scroll down to our details section. See, sure enough, heading 1 is Verdana bold italic, and as we can see right in here, the 18 space. I just thought I'd let you know that so you be forewarned. You can do a little pre-planning when you're formatting. Word is going to insist that your heading formatting remains the same, consistent between both tables. Okay, now let's scroll up. Okay, heading, our brief section is done. Now let's attack our details section. Okay, select the very first, heading 2, including the P. I'm going to change the font. I'm going to go with Arial. First one was 16. I'm going with 14. And as long as I'm here, I'm going to right click. I'm going to paragraph. Right here where it says indentation, yeah, guess what I'm going to do? We're going to push that in a little bit. I'm going to up to 0.2 to scoot it in a little bit. Single spacing. I want 0 again for the bottom. This time for the top, I'm going to go with 6. Click OK. Now all our heading 2s. Now let's go attack our heading 3. Select everything including the P. I'm going to go with Tahoma. I'm going to leave it at 11, but I'm going to make it bold so that when it says fish, all our fishes stand out. I do want to change the indent, so let's right click, go to paragraph, up at indentation. I'm going to leave it at 5. Spacing, single, 0 after. And this time I'm just going to go with 4. Click OK. Let's attack our headings 4. Select the whole line, including the P. Your very first heading 4. I'm going to Tahoma, leave it where it is. As long as it's selected, right click, paragraph, indentation. I'm going to push that into 7. I'm going with 8. Again, single, 0 after, and I'm going with, again, 4. Let's click OK. Now, well, that looks a lot better. Of course, this is up close. Now let's go up here to the top. Let's get rid of the word brief. Don't need that anymore. Now, it's not a table of contents unless you state the blatantly obvious. Okay, so contents in brief. Format this real fast. Okay, going with Bookman old style. Going to push it up to 18, italic to make it look pretty, and center it. Let's see, let's hit enter. Let's put a little more space in there. And that is awful close to the top of the page. So I'm going to push it down a little bit. 2, 3, and that looks a little better. Scrolling down, get rid of the word details. I don't need that anymore. Again, state the obvious. And detail. Save myself some trouble. Scrolling up, select, click the format painter, slide down here, select, boom. Yeah, that was handy. Now I'm going to zoom out so I can get 2 pages showing. Give everything a fast check. There's the title page. There's our contents in brief. And here come our contents in details. Right. There we go. I think I'm just going to push mice and such. See, my insertion point is right at the end. I'm going to just push that and give it its own little page. There we go. Let's scroll up. Turn off our P's. And there you go. Got your title page, got your contents in brief, And you have your contents and details just like you see in the textbooks, just like you see anywhere else. Well, there you go. That's how it's done. Enjoy your new toy and have yourself a really good day.